All right, let's go. All right, y'all. Fucking December 2nd, we back. You know what I'm saying? I ain't no one pump chump. Make sure my shit closed. All right, cool. We're back here. Y'all can make sure y'all can see everything and hear me. Yeah, you can. All right, perfect. Cool. Let's start with a little bit of analysis. So on the daily, NASDAQ respected this daily gap, tapped into this bullish gap, and now we're starting to head back up for now. ES disrespected this gap. So just off the rip, I'd probably want to be leaning more bullish. Let's check the 4-hour. I know we had that big 4-hour gap that we took our main trade off of yesterday that we reacted off of. So, oh, we got an SMT already. Okay, cool. So, ES respected this, right? Yeah, okay, so, should I move my face cam? So that you guys can see what index I'm on? Or, well, you guys can see it up in the top left. Okay, never mind. Right, so ES even barely respected this 4-hour inverse. So these are both 4-hour inverses. They got respected, but ES has not taken out this high yet, while NQ has. NQ looks like it's just on its way to take these out. I'm gonna mark these for ES as well, but we do have an SMT right here, going up here. There is a 4-hour gap that we're in up here, but I wouldn't be too worried about that, honestly. Since we already tapped it, it's not really much to worry about. Anyways, on the 1 hour. Yeah, so I mean, unless we like do some sort of manipulation, flip order flow, all that bullshit, we would be bullish right now for sure. Because I mean, we reacted off this 4-hour the first time. Well, we made the 4-hour, inversed it, reacted off of it, and now we're just pushing up. We're pushing. We're above these highs. We inversed this gap, so we touched this gap, came back down, inversed, went up, and now we're leaving bullish gaps, and we just respected this hourly bullish on NASDAQ right there. ES, same thing. So this actually 1 hour on ES was unfilled. We had made an SMT right here to take out all these lows. Took them out. Now we're above everything. Took out all these highs, inversed this unfilled 1 hour, right? Yep. So even though we have this SMT here, do we have an SMT at the lows at all or anything? Because ideally I'm bullish, I guess. We'll see what happens when market opens up. It's 9:20 still, so we still got 10 minutes till market open. While I figure out the rest of this, kind of what I'm thinking. News for today, 10 a.m. at FOMC. Still yellow, so it's not a big deal. Not a big deal. Again, I'm just looking to come onto the charts, follow my process. If I have a confident draw on liquidity and my setup presents itself, I will take a trade. If not, then I will not. That's how it goes. Okay. The question is there any other like higher gaps? Nah. I mean, So this would really be our highest target. These shits, I wouldn't want to target this stuff over here. Oh, actually on ES, it's a little bit higher than on NASDAQ. The 1 hour. Let me see. Maybe. Like, maybe. Nah. 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 If we take these out and try to hold bullish, I don't know. Like if there's a super fire setup, I might take it. So I'm just gonna leave those there for now. Or I'll leave the bottom one, that 1 hour high. That's the only one I wouldn't want to hold all the way to those like huge time frame highs, because honestly, if we take out this external liquidity, we might just be looking and make some this might be manipulation to send us down to one of these unfilled gaps down here. Just like how yesterday we took the trade of the unfilled 4 hour. You can take some external to internal. It's kind of the vibes. But we will see what happens off the open, because currently we have an SMT at these highs. But it looks like the market's still kind of currently going up. We're not really going back. We haven't really made a high up here yet, so. Except for right here. Which I guess already took it out. Yeah. Let me mark my session liquidity. Stop being an idiot before market opens. We took out Asian highs. We took out London highs. We have Asian lows and London lows. There. On yes. Same thing. London lows got taken out by Asian lows got taken out by London lows, and we are above those. So, right, London highs are already taken by New York. Right, London highs got taken. Oh, I didn't even peep that. Same thing over here. Same thing over here. I'm tripping. It just didn't look like that because it was right in the beginning. Asian session got taken out. So we just have London lows below where that 4 hour gap is. But I'm not looking for us to come back down there, to be quite frank. Unless we just start inversing these gaps and start setting up bearish, and then this final move to this gap, I mean, maybe I would, but you know, you never know. You never know with the charts. Okay. 5 minutes till market open. As far as the 15-minute and a little bit of lower time frames, yeah, I mean, it just looks like right now, as far as just like looking at what the chart is respecting, we are respecting bullish for sure. We're respecting bullish, disrespecting bearish. On the 30-minute, yes, it's still inside of that gap, but not on the hourly. On the 4 hour, so it's disrespected the hourly gap already, but this 30-minute gap does go all the way out. maybe I should just draw the SMT just in case, so I don't fucking forget. Like a dumb. SMT. Alright. Yeah, but I mean, even though we have this bearish SMT right here, like, everything about this is just bullish right now. There's nothing bearish about this at all. Like, look, we come to the highs, we start to come down, but it's wick, and now we boost back up. Straight candles up, and then there's candles with wicks that are all the red candles have like long wicks. But there's a lot of candles with wicks here just because it's pre-market. But all right, bro, let's do this shit, man. Let's do this shit, man. Bro, we're back, bro. We are so back. I'm gonna be here every day, bro. This is only Tuesday. I gotta fucking work later. Fuck it. But today's my Friday, so I'm lit. We're lit because I'm off Wednesday, Thursdays. So I'm able to come, lay up, get some shit done. The thing is, like, ideally, what am I looking for? Because, like, I want a long, but at the same time, we have an SMT at the highs. So it's like, do I want a long in SMT? This SMT is, like, fairly high time frame, I would say. So maybe I'd be looking for maybe like an unfilled hourly like this. Or like all of this, I guess I could think, hey, this is all kind of like a low resistance kind of liquidity right here on the bottom, on the downside. And then get to this 15-minute right here. It's also a 30-minute. And that's also where the hourly is. Okay, so all these gaps, well, there's an hourly gap above it. But the 30-minute, the 15 minutes is that macro candle. So this gap is kind of on all time frames. Even the 3-minute. No, I'm fine. So maybe to that. Or maybe I'll just like fucking put on my big boy pants and hold it to these fucking London lows like a boss. Revisit the 4-hour gap one more time. No problem. Sure. Where was the midnight open? Let me see. Midnight open was down here. Alright guys, market's about to open. Market is about to open. Right now we have an SMT at the highs. We're respecting bullish. But I'm expecting us, I guess, to flip bearish. If I want to take a... I'm like, bro, what am I saying right now? I was about to say, I'm expecting us to flip bearish if I want to take a bearish trade. Duh. Duh. I would fucking hope so, bro. Shit. Alright, market's open. We're going down. No other crazy SMTs, right? I didn't really peep, but I don't think there is. Because this was a high that we just made, except for on the high time frame. Cool beans. So, we inverse 5 minute off the rippy. Oh wow, yeah. Now I'm looking at it. ES is a lot closer to this 4 hour gap again. Wow. Yeah, ES hasn't really moved much. But it is the one that made the lower high, so if we end up flipping bearish, I might be slightly more inclined to take the trade over here. Let me see if it has the same kind of... Yeah, it does have the same kind of gap right here. Never mind. Maybe we're just gonna go up. The question is, if we manipulate these lows, do all this and then shoot bullish, would I be willing to take that against this SMT? I don't think so. It's a hard one. It's a hard one. It's a slightly higher time frame SMT, so you kind of want to listen to that shit. But like, I don't think ES is coming fucking all the way down here and fucking flooding the downside or nothing crazy. So we're just gonna kind of wait that shit out, just chill. 9:30 is kind of chopping a little bit, so we're not really expanding in a certain direction yet. See if we can SMT off any of these lows. No, we didn't. We'll create an SMT here at the highs again, because NASDAQ's taking out this high while ES is going lower. So a little bit of a lower time frame SMT. Cool. I'm gonna mark out this 1 hour gap, because if we start to, if we're gonna target bearish, that's probably what I'm gonna want to do. My balls aren't that big. I can't hold all the way down to London lows. That's crazy. Past this 4 hour gap and everything would be wild as shit. Okay, So NASDAQ takes out this high. So now we're creating an even higher time frame SMT. See you guys pushing up now? No. Okay. Shit, wherever you stop. Fuck. Yo, NASDAQ is gone. Yo, what the fuck just happened? Yo. NASDAQ don't give no fuck. Damn. Damn. All in 1 minute, bro? What kind of candle is this? Holy shit, it's still going. How long is this shit? Pause. 178 points in one candle is crazy. Okay, here we go. ES is following. Kinda. Is that it? Alright, so I'm just gonna stick that SMT right there for now. Put this one like this. So now what do we have on that? If I look on the higher time frame, what do we have now? Kind of the same idea, but even off these higher highs up here. On NASDAQ now, I am actually going to mark out these highs right here. Just for the sake. But after this, I'm definitely not willing to take a long. So after that sort of high time frame bearish SMT, unless ES wants to come up here and take out fucking these highs as well. And then if ES comes up and takes those, then NASDAQ's going to go even higher and take out this one. And then it's going to be, I don't know. It's going to be, I don't know. I don't know about that one. Let's see. Because this is quite the bullish expansion. Unless we start reversing here soon, if we hold this bullish ass candle, that would be crazy. Yeah, still hasn't taken out this high yet. Okay, are we starting to go back down? Nope. Sorry, I didn't realize. I probably haven't been talking for the last 5 minutes, bro. I'm locked. I'm locked. But nothing's really going on right now. We're just kind of chopping here. I'm waiting for some sort of retracement to really see what we're gonna do here. Because SMT is still under these highs, so we should be pushing down. If we're gonna take a short, I would 99% be on. It's kind of the same as yesterday. I think I said the same thing, or I think it's the opposite. That if I'm gonna take a short, I want to be on ES. If I'm gonna take a long, I would probably prefer Nasdaq. But at this point, longs aren't looking too likely, because I would have to. Not only do we just take out external, I mean, I would need to see us rebalance to some internal liquidity and then try to push out back to these highs. But targeting a previous SMT doesn't really make sense. Especially after we just took out a bunch of highs on Nasdaq. So we just took out this high, this high. We didn't take out anything over here, but we're creating this big bearish SMT to push us down. So honestly, I would be more inclined to take a short over on ES or something of that nature. I want to see how this 15-minute closes. Because ES is now, yeah, ES is starting to dump. ES is coming almost all the way back down, while Nasdaq is staying up here. So ES close, there's no gap on the 5-minute. Okay. Looks like a long wick. We kind of rebalance to internal liquidity. We rebalance to internal liquidity on the 1-minute here. You see, took out external over here. Then we rebalance to this fair value gap. Now we're pushing back up. Why am I talking so quiet? I hope y'all heard me though. We came in this fair value gap. Now we're pushing back up. Maybe. We'll see. Okay, so no 5-minute gap. Yes, close. We made this kind of longer wick. Nasdaq closed pretty bullish. Not gonna lie, that's a super bullish close on Nasdaq. We do have a little doji here. So this kind of looks like a little 3 high. What do they call it? Triple highs or something. Pyramid, mountain. I don't know. I don't usually trade that, but whatever that shit. Oh, head and shoulders. That's what that shit's called. Head and shoulders. Boom, boom. Now we're about to make another wick here and shit the bed to the downside. Maybe. Perchance. Let's see. I mean, the thing is on this, I feel like this isn't really like, I could draw this and be like, yeah, we're at 50%. We got this big bearish SMT. But Nah, there's some about this that I don't like. It's just too early. Like, I feel like we still need to, like, as weird as it sounds, I feel like we still need to manipulate a little more. I could be wrong, but I feel like we should just we should make some final sweep up before we take some out. Because there's not really like a sweep here. Like, I guess if you want to count this, because we did make this high, we made this little doji lower, then we took out this, then we went lower, came back. But taking something like this and like, okay, yeah, we hit the 50% on the second 5-minute candle, and then what, changing the state right here. But there's not really any other like 1-minute confluences. This 2-minute gap just got respected bullish. 3-minute gaps being respected bullish. Like, I don't know. Maybe this is a fucking bullish setup here for us to take out all these highs. But like I said, I'm not going to be looking for a long against this bullish SMT. On NASDAQ, we tapped into the 5-minute here. Yeah, I wouldn't get in here. I want to see us like start to build bearish structure, because the chart right now and in pre-market was overly bullish, respecting this gap. Well, this gap isn't on this time frame, so technically this is unfilled, but we did respect this gap here. We are like delivering from a 4-hour fair value gap on the higher time frame, so like for me to want to see any bearish action, I don't want us to just like, I can't predict us to just go and just shit the bed and come straight to the fucking take profit. Shit don't make no sense. We gotta wait for like some sort of confirmation that we're going for sure down. And if we just shit the bed before that, that's okay. That's okay. I can take that. Because this NASDAQ is still all the way up here. You can't decide, is it me or is it you or this orange wine? Yo, how y'all doing today? Leave a comment in the comment box below. How you feeling? Yeah, I feel I'm schizophrenic, bro. I'm talking to myself in here. I'm about to hit this banger though, or not. It's 9:50. 10 minutes till that hourly opens up. On the hourly, we are starting to print more like smaller dojier candles, so that is kind of a good sign for us to turn around. As far as on ES, on NASDAQ, that shit, NASDAQ doing its own thing right now. NASDAQ just want to be bullish. You need to take out more highs before you're happy. Fucking NASDAQ, fucking greedy bitch. You need to take out more fucking highs before you're happy, huh? Fucking. Let's see. ES is starting to look bursh though. Well, actually, to come all the way down here, come all the way back up, right? Don't really happen. So let's see. Let's watch. Looks like we're about to make another like lower time frame SMT because Nasdaq is pushing up now, and I doubt ES is gonna push up that much. This might be the chance where we turn this shit on. Okay. I'm just gonna draw this because Nasdaq just took out 946. ES is gonna leave 946 intact. So it's kind of a 1 minute. We have a 1 minute SMT here. So what do we have? We have a high time frame SMT. We came down, we retraced, we're at equilibrium, 1 minute SMT. Is this the entry right here? Fuck. There's no gap anywhere. Low key, that was my entry. Fuck. Oh shit. Fuck, that was my entry right there. I'm gonna just put it. Fuck, dude. But I don't know about this, bro. Hold on, 1 minute with that. Okay, so that's... I'm not going to enter anything before this, like right before this 10 a.m. candle, just because we have news at 10 now. We have all these SMTs going on in different directions. And the NASDAQ looks extremely bullish. And 10 a.m. news is about to come out too. But, I mean, I like this on ES. You have a 15-minute gap here. We have a 30-minute. Everything just looks so bullish. But we have a big SMT above. That's really it. Like, we have this big SMT. We did just kind of set up bearish a little bit and created another SMT. But everything about the price action says bullish. So, I'm not... yeah, this trade wouldn't have been that good, I feel like. I'm gonna take this off. I'm gonna see kind of like what's happening and what we're doing. But let's see, 15 minutes, so that's 5 minutes to close. Let's zoom out a little bit on the 1 hour. What's going on here? What are we looking like? What are we looking like we're about to close like? Let me see if we come back up and manipulate these highs one more time. This is a huge 5-minute gap, yo. Huge. And now we're tapping into it and reversing almost all the way up. Did NASDAQ just inverse this one? Nah, it didn't. Not yet. Oh wow, okay. So now we're creating an S&T because NASDAQ isn't above these highs. Well, ES is above these ones. I guess this would be our, kind of like our stop hunt. We're gonna take out this one too. NASDAQ just rebalanced off internal. So it really depends on what we do here. 952 we didn't take out. 952 we did take out. We're leaving this previous SMT in place. And we're putting in this one. So there was a doji, so I wouldn't enter that anyway. Let's just keep watching this. And just see kind of around where we're at, because I'll probably put my stop up here. That's 30 points. Yeah, NASDAQ just took out everything right here and is pushing up. And I guess it was bullish. That's okay though. This setup wasn't really that good. Let's see. Did we hold an SMT up here? Yeah, we do. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Now NASDAQ just took out this last kind of high over here, right? Oh no, we still have more, but that was the hourly high. See what ES does. Yeah, super bullish. We came down, touched this hourly. Instantly kind of reversed back up. What is that? Maybe like equal highs or something? Okay, there you go. Took that out. So this SMT is no longer valid. We do now have an SMT with these highs though over here. So make sure that's marked out. And Jesus, okay, hold on. We only took out these 1 p.m., right? This is 1 p.m., 2 p.m., 1 p.m. Yeah, 2 p.m., 1 p.m. We're only just now taking out these. We still have this big fucking shit right here. These 1 p.m., 2 p.m. from Sunday, which is over here. Friday, 1 p.m., yeah. And we just took out these highs, which is on ES all the way up here. So we're getting like super SMT. Super duper SMT. For sure, I'm just going to draw it from this one just for simplicity's sake. But we know NASDAQ is way higher than ES right now. It is 10, so it's nice that we're getting some manipulation up. So hopefully we can get a distribution to the downside. The thing is, I need some lower time frame confluence of reasons to go in on the lower time frame. Okay. Ooh. Wow. Okay. I'm gonna go take a piss. I'll be right back. Alright. Since we're moving kind of fast right now and just going up, let me see if I can find... Let me get my head on straight so I'm ready. Okay, so you have a big SMT. Big SMT, even from these highs up here. NASDAQ is still kind of pushing up. Alright. Cool. NASDAQ has this huge motherfucking 15-minute gap. ES is kind of like... Looks like it wants to go to these lows. But... at the same time, I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. Because on the 1 hour, this is kind of crazy. Like, we have a 1 hour gap, wick again. So it's like, oh shit. And then after, I mean, this is only the first 5 minutes, but we are pushing up. But that might look like some manipulation. We might give like a big wick to the top side. Oh, look. Speak of the devil. What is NASDAQ doing? Don't fail me now. NASDAQ is still just pushing up like a fucking boss. On the 15-minute, NASDAQ has this gap. Oops. Sorry, I didn't mean to do that. 15-minute. So maybe NASDAQ will look to retrace to that. ES targets some lows. Yeah, NASDAQ has like these lows with the 15-minute. Like that shit works perfectly, bro. Oh wait, I just realized 950. Technically we did create an SMT off these lows. I didn't even see that. Creating an SMT at the lows here. Damn, yeah, that would have been good. Entries right here. Because we inverse this gap. Fuck, dude. Yeah, we were in a higher time frame gap. We had a little SMT at these lows. And then a 1 minute inversion. Boom. Stop at the low right here. Target at wherever. Or whatever. Target at these highs right here. Man, that would have been fire. That would have been super hard. Yeah, that's a 1.25 right there. That's fire. Or, I mean, SMT at these lows. I wonder if this trade hits. This is the one inverse? No, it's not. This isn't even the inverse. It would technically be this one. But if I put it at this high, that would be less than a 1-to-1. So, wait, is it even SMT? Am I tripping? Fuck you, geek info dummy. No, I'm tripping. It's not even SMT. I'm just retarded. Alright, cool. Okay, so now we're starting to go down. Oh well, by a lot. 15 minutes, long wicks. Cool. SMT. We haven't taken out these stops yet though, so I need to see like a liquidity sweep. Okay, so we do have an SMT smaller, like a 1 minute SMT at the highs as well. These go up, these go down from 10:10, from 10:06 to 10:09, right? 10:06 is down here, 10:09 is up here, perfect. But I really want to see if we inverse this 5 minute. I'm not sure if this is a inverse or if we just barely respected it, so I'm just gonna chill out. What do we have? So we have these lows below. We have this hourly unfilled gap below on ES. We have a higher time frame SMT. And now we broke structure twice on the 5 minute. We had a wick, then like a hammer, like a long wick to the top side or bottom side doji, and now we made another wick higher. But looks like we're starting to reverse this now. We'll see where this wants to go. Oh shit, NASDAQ definitely wants to go higher. Wow. Nah. I'm just gonna wait. I'm just gonna wait. No, we definitely made an SMT, 5-minute SMT. I was just looking at these lows because these NASDAQs go way high and ES go lower. So, it's my fault I missed that. But, necessarily. If NASDAQ makes the higher high or higher low, I would want to take a trade there, but there wasn't necessarily an entry over here. Because there wasn't really any like retracement. Yeah, because we took out these lows and then we just kind of went straight up. So even if you took it on this inversion, you wouldn't have gotten till here, and unless you entered early right here, then you'd be fine. But I wouldn't have taken that because then my stop loss would be at this 15-minute gap with this low in there. So that's not something that I really want to take. Oh, we're setting up. Oh shit. Oh shit. Wow. Two-minute gap respected, 3-minute gap respected, 5-minute gap respected. Jesus, this is, I don't know. Because here's the thing. With this high time frame bearish SMT, even with this, I feel like there's nothing like we are, like this looks like kind of the leg of expansion. Like this looks like the move. Especially on NASDAQ. So for us on NASDAQ to try and like turn around and do some weird shit after doing all this, NASDAQ I could see down to this 15-minute. That's pretty much like about all I'm seeing. Like, but even on the 5-minute, we just tried to go lower and respected that. So, but we left a lot of wicks, so a lot of low resistance liquidity is down to this 15-minute gap. high time frame bearish. It looks like ES is about to come up and manipulate these highs. I might actually be looking at NASDAQ now just because we do have this unfilled 15-minute down here, as well as these 5-minute lows that made it. So that's a pretty good draw on liquidity if you ask me. Especially with ES over here. It's funny because now ES looks like it wants to go up. I mean, I'm not just gonna get in the trade for nothing. I still need some confluences. Jeez. It's 10:20. As much as I would love to take this trade or just hop in something, there's not really a reason to get in the trade right now. Like, I want to get in a short here, but we're respecting this 5-minute gap. On the 15-minute, we don't have a gap or anything until down here. On the 30-minute, we're still forming this gap because there's 10 minutes left in this candle till 10:30. On the hourly, we still got way more time, right? So on the time frames that we do have gaps and we have things, we are respecting bullish. So it's like I can't, like, every time frame here, 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minute, 4 minute, or not 4 minute, I don't watch that chart, but 5 minute, they're all respecting this right now. So nothing I can really do yet until we start disrespecting these. Ooh, here we go. Question is there anything like stopping us from just going back up? I mean, this candle's starting to print a long wick. Oops. We're about to close in 10 minutes, so we'll see what happens. But okay, cool. So the 15 minutes starting to come down. Especially if we can inverse this on the 5-minute, this would be for sure. I like this a lot more. Let's see what we can get. 3-minute, we're still respecting this. 2-minute, we're still respecting this. 1 minute, we already did get rid of this one, but we still have this 1 minute gap here that we're respecting. Wow, wicks on wicks on wicks. deuces up, bro. We're chilling. We're just vibing. We're just here watching the market. I'll just leave it for now. I've got time to go deal with that. $56.25. So equal highs right here. And Q took these out. Down here. 1019. 1019. Double check that. The high is 856.25. 856.25, yeah. So these are equal highs right here. Equal highs. And NQ took these out. Jump. It's like market got some more power behind it. Took out these highs. Cool. So ES should be looking for these highs right here. All right. Yep. Let's see. It's like we're gonna create a little SMT right here. No, I'm not gonna enter on that. Like I could enter if we inverse this gap, but honestly, with this chart price, with all of this, I just kind of want to see more confirmation down first. Like I want to see us go down, stabilize back up, and then break structure to the downside, take a good trade. If we can do that, like if we can inverse this gap and then retrace into it and then push down, okay, yeah, maybe you got me. Maybe I got me. But actually, that's what ES is doing. No 2 or 3 minute gaps. This is all 1 minute. Actually, we're going 114 by 2. ES is already dumping, creating an SMT at all these lows. I lost. Oof. Should I FOMO in? I mean, nah. Like I said, I want to see us retrace up to this. Even though this would have been a good entry on NASDAQ or on S&P, or even right here after we retrace to the joint to see these lows. Ugh. Wow, I missed 2 entries today. Fuck. Why didn't I just enter here? I'm such a bitch. I could have entered anywhere here. Fuck, bro. Fuck. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I could have entered at either of these, bro. Like anywhere I hit sell. Oh my fucking god. Yeah, well. Those were my entries right there. But I'm not going to FOMO into anything. Yeah, because we have, yeah. Yeah, I'm not going to FOMO into anything. But both of these are hitting. That sucks, though. Oh, that hurts. I knew it because on the hourly, this manipulation, I fucking called that shit too, bro. Shaking my head. Shaking my fucking head. Oh my god, I didn't look back at the 4 hour. We printed a fucking 4 hour gap right here, too, below these lows. Oh my god. Oh. No, this was juicy on ES. I knew it too, bro. Oh. Yeah, it's your fault, Miles. That is definitely your fault, bro. This would have been clean, too. That would have been super fucking clean. Let's just look at what we had just real quick, just so I can recap this, because honestly, after that, I'm probably not going to take a trade, because that was the move up, that was the move down right there. I'm not going to take a trade after the move of the day is already done, because this doesn't make any sense. I mean, I'm not going to, what am I going to take? Continuation down to these lows, like, you see on the 4 hour, there is a 1 hour gap here that's unfilled. But we put in this 4 hour right here, so obviously we don't really need to retrace to that. Nah, that was the move right there. That was the move. Because we already took out some highs. Yeah, I'm not looking to trade after that. Ugh. That is frustrating. That is really frustrating. Oh my god. Bro, it's like so obvious when you look at it hindsight, bro. What? 4 hour gap? We have these, an hourly low right here, hourly low. Also these, like, they show up. Jesus, Miles. But I already had this S&T. I was literally talking about how we just needed a little bit more manipulation so that I could have like a stop that's actually like solid as fuck. We come down here, NASDAQ pumps up and takes out this high, ES stays below this high, then we inverse this gap on ES. I'm looking at NASDAQ too much now. I literally told myself in the beginning if I'm going to do a short, I got to look at ES. I'm looking at NASDAQ like a dumbass. And then we inverse this gap on the first candle. I'm saying over here, yeah, we have to come back up. Nigga, look at ES, bro. ES inversed this gap, came back up to this gap, tapped it, and then came back down. Bro, that's literally exactly what you want. Enter there, even with the stop up there, boom. 1.96. That would have been a ban right there. If I risk 500. Fuck, dude. That's so ass. Oh my god. Yeah, I mean, I just feel like if I entered anything now, I'd be chasing. Let's not let that cloud me though. There might be an entry. Let's see, 730 down to here. 730. So we have a high time frame S&T here. If we're gonna be bullish, it would be on NASDAQ because we are in this 15-minute gap. There's a 5-minute gap here on ES and a 5-minute gap here on NASDAQ. Fuck, bro, I can't believe I missed that shit. That shit was fucking juicy. Well, I mean, I'd rather not trade than just lose money, so that's good, I guess. maybe if we inverse this, but if we inverse it on the 3 minutes, like what's our target then? This fucking 5 minute? Fuck no. Yeah, bro, I don't know. These highs? Nah. Fuck, I love targeting the gaps too. If I could turn back time. The only thing that sucks about trading on like Tradeway like that is like I feel like if I was on Top Step X, I mean this might be cope, but I feel like if I was on like trading straight off trading, I could just hit the button, yeah, boom, boom. But I would like for this I have to see, okay, how far is my stop gonna be? Then I have to see my risk. Then I have to fucking put it in. So if anybody knows a faster way to calculate your risk when trading on like Tradeway on another platform, let me know. But I knew already that it was too late when I seen it. Damn, why was I looking at NASDAQ, bro? And then the thing is, like, NASDAQ closed, and I didn't even enter on NASDAQ. Like, that's mad disappointing. That's mad disappointing. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. This 3 minute did end up inversing. Today I'm just like fucking spectating the market, huh? Not trying to get in any trade. Like, what is wrong with me? Boom. Came down, 15-minute tap, stop hunt, SMT, 3-minute inversion. But I don't have a strong I don't have a confident draw on liquidity up here. That's why I'm not taking this. Even though I guess if it's that easy, we just inverse all this liquidity and we just go straight up, huh? Yeah, because we're just that bullish. No, this isn't my trade though, but if I had a more confident draw on liquidity, like if there was some sort of unfilled 15-minute, maybe I would take this. But the fact that we have a 5-minute gap right here after just shitting the bed into a 15-minute gap is like, all right, well. Yeah, 15-minute gap and a 30-minute gap. I could have done EQ of the wick. I didn't even think of that. A lot of people do that, I've heard. EQ of the previous wick. So TP would have been like right here. I mean, this might be like a psychology thing, just putting positions everywhere. Like, oh yeah, I would have took this, I would have took that, but I just missed an entry, so kind of like just watching. I don't like none of this is really. This wasn't really that. I wasn't confident in this one, but this is a trade that I could have took. Like I feel like there's like I'm marking out all the trades I could have took today, and I didn't take shit. Like that's 3 trades. This already hit TP. It's like this doesn't matter because I didn't even take this, bro. Literally didn't. That's it. That's all it is, bro. It don't matter because you didn't take shit, bro. Yo, what am I doing out here? Am I fucking demo trading? Why the fuck am I not trading, bro? Fuck, dude. Wow, and I respected 0.5 of the wick perfectly too. How much that would have been? 1.43. Wow. Well, I didn't lose any money, but I need to be like this setup, absolutely beautiful. This setup was fucking chef's kiss. I think I'm just gonna hop off the charts, guys. Honestly, I think watching this is fucking me up. Because fuck, bro. Like, I don't know what's going on. Realistically, is there any other trade here? No, there's nothing here I'm confident in. Not a single thing. The only other thing that made me confident here is because NASDAQ had a 15-minute gap here, SMT, and a liquidity sweep at the bottom. Plus that inversion on the 3-minute. That's literally like, that's what you need. Shaking my head. Shaking my fucking head. Alright, well, I'm just going to, this is what I'm going to do. Open up my TradeZilla. Can I like add a node or whatever for today? Day view. Perfect. Yeah, view note. No trade today. Comma. Two setups. I'm gonna do 2 good setups. Presented themselves. Let's see what time it was around. The one on ES was at 10:26. It's not even late. Come on. I'm just trying to get this in the screenshot here so that I can put a good picture there. I'm shaking my head writing out these confluences because this shit is so obvious, bro. 4-hour unfilled gap with all these low resistance lows. Oh wait, actually I'm gonna delete this and make this a little bit better so you can see it. Perfect. Cool. Lows below plus in 4-hour unfilled gap. High time frame. Bearish SMT above, comma, low time frame. Bearish SMT. And then I'm gonna do 1 minute. VG plus retrace. I can see why I hesitated though, just because of these 5-minute wicks here. But I shouldn't have. I shouldn't have. This was mad obvious, especially with this extra SMT here and then the inversion and the tap with the red close still. That was like, this is the final candle that's like, okay, yeah, we need to get into this. And also I think this confirms a breaker structure also. So this puts us in a breaker structure zone as well. And of course changing the state if that's what you trade off of. Yerp. And then on NQ. stop at the low, with this being the take profit, being EQ of this wick. And the entry here is at 10:36, or really the entry would be 10:39. Cool. Put a bearish SMT inside of an unfilled 15-minute gap, and then that was really mainly as the SMT 15-minute inversion. 3-minute inversion, comma. Overall bias was bullish after retrace to internal liquidity. TP was 0.5 of 30-minute wick. I already remember actually this would be 1.96 or 1.4 something, right? 1.45. Alright guys, well, there's my journaling. I'm just gonna leave it at that. At least I saw them. I didn't take it, which really is hurting my edge, because you have to take trades, because if you see all these trades and these trades go with your strategy, that means the losers of your strategy are now going to hit a little bit harder. But both of these I think are good trades. This one more so. This first one was A++. I feel like this jump was super fire. SMT, large time frame SMT. We come down, we resweep these highs with NASDAQ, making this SMT again. 1 minute gap inversion, boom. And if I needed any more, which I was saying that I did just because of all these wicks, We came back up, tapped in it, and then still printed bearish. So, I mean, that was the entry right there. That would have made me a ban, bro. I keep thinking about the money, but whatever, you know? I'm just going to save this. P&L 0 today. And it is what it is. I'm just going to clear the chart here. And come into tomorrow fresh. All right, cool. So have a good night, guys. Or not good night, but have a good day. Subscribe, same shit. Like the video if you liked it. Dislike it if you didn't like it. Subscribe if you want to see my face again. Leave a comment with any thoughts, anything you guys want to see, any suggestions. I appreciate it. I need to get used to talking more in these videos because I feel like there's way too many moments of silence. But thank you guys so much for watching.